Bom dia a todos. Good morning, everyone. Não sei se espero que me consigam ver e ouvir. Ricardo Pereira aqui, presidente da Associação Moçambicana de Energias Renováveis, e tenho o prazer de vos dar as boas-vindas a este encontro sobre a RENMOZ 2026. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ricardo Pereira. I'm president of the Renewable Energy Association in Mozambique, AMER. And thank you all for being here today so we can talk about RENMOZ. We have a very quick webinar of an hour. It will be done in English. We're happy to then take questions in Portuguese if you need, but this will be done in English. And to make sure that we stick to the schedule, I'd like to welcome Ludovic Turel from the European delegation here in Mozambique to give us the welcoming. Ludovic?
Thank you, Ricardo. Good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you joining us online from Mozambique and from beyond. I have the pleasure to open this online launch session for RENMOZ 2026 on behalf of the delegation of the European Union to Mozambique. Thank you to Alair and Amer to give me this opportunity. As you know, RENMOZ has become a landmark in Mozambique's energy calendar. Over 4 editions, it has grown into the principal meeting point for renewable energy for the country, bringing together companies, public institutions, investors, and development partners around a common agenda, accelerating the energy transition and expanding access to clean energy for all Mozambicans. This year, we have raised the ambition further. RENMOZ 2026 returns to Maputo in June, and it does so with a new momentum built by the RENMOZ in Europe roadshow in March. This event took Mozambique's investment opportunities directly to European investors, financiers, and developers. The interest generated was real and tangible, and our collective task now is to translate that interest into pipeline and pipeline into financial close. Alongside RENMOZ, we will host the second Mozambique EU Business Forum under the theme Partnering for Growth, for Green Growth, Unlocking Sustainable Investment between Mozambique and the European Union. Together, these two events form an integrated platform that is unprecedented in scale and ambition for EU-Mozambique economic engagement. The benefits of this combined format are concrete. Participants of the two events will have access to 2 days of high-level policy dialogue alongside sector-specific investment matchmaking. The two events bring in businesses and investors, policymakers, financial institutions, and development partners, all in one place. That means B2B and B2G meetings, an investment wall showcasing live opportunities and direct connectivity between project developers, the financiers, and off-takers they need to move forward. In short, the infrastructure for deals to happen. Today's session is the starting point of that journey. It is an opportunity to present the vision and objectives of RENMOZ 2026, to highlight participation opportunities for companies and institutions, and to align the key players in the sector around the priorities of this edition. The European Union's commitment to this process is grounded in our Global Gateway strategy and in our Team Europe approach, mobilizing EU, member states, and development agency resources in support of Mozambique's own energy transition goals. Our support for RENMOZ through the program Get Invest reflects our conviction that well-designed events like this one are not just gathering, they are deal-making infrastructure. I look forward to a productive session, and I hope that by the end of today, of this session, all of you leave with a clear sense of how RENMOZ 2026 can work for you. Thank you and welcome again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ludovic, for sharing. We have a quick schedule, we have quite a number of speakers. So I will try and be quite quick in terms of giving you what you can expect at RENMOZ before welcoming all of the other speakers that we have. So first, I would like to talk to you about how this year is slightly different and why, because it matters. RENMOZ 2026, as Ludovic has mentioned, it was designed from the ground up to move policy to actual execution. So the focus is very much on projects and announcements, and we have full government coordination and buy-in on this. So this isn't a conference about what Mozambique could do, but it's about what Mozambique is already doing and what deals and commitments are being made right now. The 9th to the 12th of June, so within a month, we will have the Mozambican Economic Business Forum that takes place on the 9th and the 10th. And this is where a lot of the institutional sessions will take place. This is a separate event, although integrated, but it's important that you register to it as well if you want to be a part of it, as it is an independent platform. So if you have not registered for the Mozambique Economic Business Forum, please do so, because it does require its own registration. And do follow Ahmed and Aled. We are here to support in case you don't have the links, in case you have not found it. We're very happy to support or doing that. All right. During this forum on the 10th of June, we will have specific sessions relating to energy. We will discuss from a strategic and institutional point of view, but also from an economic point of view in terms of the investment. Focusing then now on RENMOZ, which is why we're here today. On day one, the 11th of June, we will have an overview of the sector. We will have, as you may be aware by now, it is at RENMOZ that ourselves as Ahmed and Aled, together with the partners, EU, Get Invest, Annabelle, and the German corporation, we launch the summary of renewables, which is by now one of the most cited reports in the sector. So we will launch that report, updated 2025. We will also launch the national project pipeline, and we have an integrated sector analysis from international associations and international companies of the energy sector. So that will set the stage for what comes after. In the mid-morning and throughout the afternoon, we will have parallel business sessions that will take place. These are structured and focused meetings, which will have the likes of who are here to present to you today: EDM, FUNAI, and the large hydro sector, including Gabinete de Mpandamkua, so the Mpandamkua office, as well as HCB, which is Kaurabasa Hydroelectric. Each of these sessions has dedicated project presentations and direct engagements. And I think this is definitely one of the things that we have pushed forward on the success of what has happened in Brussels, which is these direct engagements between business to government, but also businesses to businesses. We will close that day on an evening with a gala, with an energy gala. Day 12, or the second day, or the day 12th, will be dedicated to both side events, but also field visits. And we will soon be sharing the agenda with you. These three rooms that I've mentioned, or the way that the location is organized, is that we have a main stage where a lot of the strategic discussions will take place. We also have an exhibition place, but then where the major moments and also the presentations. But then on the second room, there is what we call the business room, and this is a more intimate setting where you can have structured project meetings and you can engage with the likes of other private sector, but also engage with EDM, FUNAI, and the large hydro companies that are here, which is Cabinet Mpandamkua and HCB. There is a third dedicated room, which is just for meeting rooms, which are served for bilaterals. These bilaterals are all set up through the online platform. So once again, it is very important for you to register on the online platform for RENMOZ. If you're coming with a clear agenda, I strongly recommend that you can be working productively across all of these three spaces throughout the day. But it is important that we become structured. So I think it's important, and maybe then just clarify as I move on to the next speaker, which is, please do not confuse RENMOZ and the Mozambican Economic Business Forum. These are separate platforms, although integrated and require their own registration. They are running subsequent one to another. Please be registered for both. We are happy to then share the registration link if you haven't done so. The second one is there is plenty of opportunity for business to government meetings and business to business meetings. There is going to be a consolidated pipeline that's going to be presented during these business sessions, where and it will cover from utility scale generation to transmission infrastructure to off-grid solutions. If you're a developer, if you're a technological provider, or if you're just a consumer, this is the room for you to be in. Okay, I will like to wrap this up now. Again, very happy to support where support needs to be provided. The teams are here to support you. And now, without further ado, I would like to invite the Executive Director of the Cabinet Mpandamkua, Dr. Carlos Gium, to present his presentation. Dr. Carlos?
Yeah, no, thanks. We don't have a presentation actually.
An intervention.
Sorry. Yeah. What? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. Can hear loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Okay, our understanding is that first we need to know exactly. Well, it's a follow-up from the Brussels, and of course we can update that information. We just want to understand what you've been saying in terms of the format, so that you can contribute on that. Yeah, and the idea is that what exactly you expect from us. Yeah. To enable us to narrow the information. Yeah. So then we will start working accordingly. That was basically what, and also to understand if the target audience is more or less similar to what we had, or it's a bit different in a Mozambique context.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. I think that's pretty clear, and I think also for the audience, Mpandamkua will be in the room. We will, as a matter, are supporting in terms of any follow-ups that are in Brussels. But here, the objective is for the participants here to also be able to engage with you. So, as discussed in a little bit some of the earlier meetings that we have had, Mpandamkua is expected to be in the room, available for meetings that will be scheduled to the platform. And I think this is important to all the participants. Please, Dr. Carlos and the team at Cabinet Mpandamkua cannot multiply themselves. They can only have a certain number of meetings. They have promised to be available on the day, but it is important that you do schedule those meetings if you want to have a sit down. And then on the day, Dr. Carlos, what the expectation from us is very much, Brussels was very good, but at the same time, because it didn't have live streaming, it didn't allow for a lot of the Mozambican private sector that's here, but also other private sector that did not allow to go to Brussels to be present. And therefore, we expect that Panamkua will present also its priority projects and the ways that, like it did in Brussels, the way it sees the potential for private sector to participate and then engage with the private sector. But I hope that's clear.
We learned from the previous separate rooms, one room. Yeah.
So there are.
Hello,
so there,
Ricardo, did you hear
yes,
me?
I did. There's going to be there is a specific room that is called the meeting rooms, where we have a stage where you can present the priority project, and then there are separate. There's a separate room for business to business, for business to government meetings, where you can attend those meetings on a pre-scheduled basis. So, and hence me also saying here to the participants that if they want to meet with you, it's important that they schedule on the platform. Okay, the internet is not great on, I think, my side and your side as well. So I think that's pretty clear. Thank you for being here. I think just in terms of time, so that we can catch up, I will then now pass the opportunity for EDM to come in and do their intervention.
Thank you, Ricardo. I don't
Yara,
know if you can. Yes, I don't know if you can hear me.
Perfectly. Please go ahead.
Okay, so good morning to all participants. On behalf of EDM, we would like to thank you all for joining this preparatory webinar for RENMOZ 2026. We also extend our greetings to the organizers, institutional partners, energy sector stakeholders, and all participants committed to development of this electricity sector in Mozambique. So, has EDM our vision and objectives? We believe that this edition will be a key platform to promote dialogue between the governmental utilities, investors, and the private sector. Will be also an opportunity to attract financing for priority projects and also encourage the innovative solutions for electrification, transmission, and distribution. We also take the opportunity of this platform to promote the public-private partnerships to accelerate the universal access to electricity. For this new program structure and participation opportunities, we would like to highlight the new organizational approach of the event, which will enable the greater interaction among different stakeholders in energy ecosystem. EDM strongly welcomes the thematic restructuring for technical sections and also dedicated spaces for institutional and business network. Also for the technology exhibitions opportunity and a strong focus on the structured projects and financing opportunities. EDM remains fully committed to the expansion and modernization of the national power grid through strategic projects in the following areas: the transmission expansion, the substations and the grid modernization, which include the construction and upgrading of substations, the procurement and the grid digitalization and automation. Regarding the renewable energy and energy transaction, we also have a look on the integration of solar and hydroelectrical projects to strengthen the energy system and the resilience, and also the reduction of technical and commercial losses. RENMOZ 2026 will be an excellent opportunity to showcase these projects to the market and establish partnership for the implementation. We would like to take the opportunity also to encourage all the participants to actively use the matchmaking functionality and that will be available on the event platform to facilitate the institutional contacts, enable the target meetings, and connect the investors, suppliers, and the public entities. EDM encourages the participants to prepare their profiles, areas of interest, and collaboration proposal in advance to maximize the benefits of the RENMOZ 2026. Let me finalize saying that EDM reaffirms its committed to the sustainable development of the energy sector, expanding the access to electricity, and also strengthening the strategic partnership. We are very confident that RENMOZ 2026 will be a decisive platform for boosting investments and accelerating Mozambique's energy transformation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vitoriana. Thank you very much for that. I hope the participants were able to hear loud and clear, and we are also very excited about the promise that RENMOZ holds. Without further ado, then I would like to invite Administrador Edson Wamus from the Fund of Energy in Mozambique, FUNAI. Administrador, if I can also kindly request that we maybe turn on the camera, Administrador, once you do your intervention, so that people can also see you. Thank you. You are on mute. I'm not sure if you are talking. Thank you very much. There we go.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. And I hope that you had a good and very happy weekend. We had a good presentations during the participation in Brussels. So we understand that following the meetings, we established some contacts with different stakeholders that have time to share with us some B2B meetings during the event in Brussels. And we expect to have these stakeholders presented on the RENMOZ Maputo, Mozambique, and we expect to establish with them some concrete partnerships during the meetings, because we understand that it's now a time to establish real partnerships to engage private sectors on the mini grid markets in Mozambique, as we are finalizing ourselves with supporting from the ECNV, the preparation of the pipelines of the projects. Consider that we present ideas on the Brussels, and nowadays we think that it's time to present concrete data, concrete informations, so that can allow the private sector to decide and to ensure that they are part of these investments. So we think that we will be there definitely to establish partnerships, concrete partnerships, and also we will present more data, more informations related to mini grids, and also we are looking also to productive use of energy. So we hope that if there is remain some companies or some institution that want to continue engage with us during this preparation phase until the event in June, we are open. You can send me emails or establish some contacts to engage ourselves on different meetings, and we hope to have all of you on this event in June. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hudson. I think the message is clear. Government is ready and available, and therefore it's up to the participants to make sure that you use this opportunity to engage and to come out of this with some productive concrete steps for your projects. Last but not least, I would like to invite Luís Souza, chefe de departamento de desenvolvimento de novos negócios at HCB. Luís, consegue nos ouvir? Good morning.
Consigo ouvir, sim.
Perfeito. Esteja à vontade, então, para fazer a sua intervenção. Oh, sorry, in English. Thank you for being here, and please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for attending this pre-event, preparative event for the RENMOZ session. This is a very important event for HCB, for showcasing ourselves. You can expect HCB to present their priority projects. I'm not going to tell now which one are they, but you can expect to hear from these projects at the conference. You can also expect our availability for individual meetings and one-on-one sessions to address in particular opportunities and possibilities for projects implementation. So we are now open for the establishment of partnerships, for interaction with all participants with that aim. We also encourage the use of the matchmaking platforms to set up meetings, one-on-one sessions that would make it easier and it's a practical platform for that effect. We hope to establish good partnerships for the implementation of projects, not only the ones we have, but also other projects that participants come up with for the mutual benefit of the entities involved. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tobias, and thank you for again being here and being available. I think it's very clear, and I hope it's very clear to our participants, we did not give our partners and government institutions a script. It is really based on a collaborative effort and an understanding and a clear message to you that there's been a lot of preparation to this. So it's not that you're coming and we're going to see it on the day. There's been a lot of preparation. Government entities are indeed focused, they are indeed motivated, but above all, they are indeed prepared to answer your questions, to engage with you. So this is a real good opportunity for you, the private sector, to take on this opportunity to engage with government, but also to engage with other private sector. We started a bit late, but I think we are catching up on time. But one of the key things that we also wanted to do, apart from demonstrating to you what RENMOZ is, and also demonstrating to you that the fact that our partners are here today and talking and demonstrating their availability, but also to give back to you and to allow you to ask questions. You know, we have a month to go for our event, a month. So we would like you to have this opportunity to ask questions. So feel free to either write your question on the chat. And at this moment, I think we're very happy to also take questions in Portuguese if you're more comfortable with that. If you want to speak, the only thing you need to do is on Microsoft Teams, there is an option to raise your hand. So just press that option like this, like I've done now. And then we can, our support team can give access to your microphone, which right now you don't have, but we will unmute your microphone if you want to ask questions. Okay, so either write it on the chat or just raise your hand and we can give you access to the microphone and you can ask a question. I'll say this in Portuguese. Este momento era também importante agora termos um bocado de feedback dos participantes e ouvir. Para qualquer pessoa que tenha uma questão, pode escrever no chat e nós respondemos, ou simplesmente usar a função que existe aqui no Microsoft Teams de levantar a mão, como eu fiz agora, e nós daremos acesso ao microfone. Portanto, estejam à vontade neste momento para levantar questões.
You prefer in English or in Português?
Como quiser.
Ok, tudo bem. Aqui Calixto Mandata. O que eu gostaria de perceber antes é a questão de como é que estarão divididas as equipas. Eu represento a logística, tanto aérea e multimodal. Queria saber como é que vão estar divididas as equipas, porque o que mais tenho visto em alguns encontros que muitas vezes participa, que fica muito aqui na tela e depois não acontecem business reais. Então eu gostaria de tirarmos isto da tela para negócios reais que efetivamente façam sentir. Eu estou muito interessado na questão de desenvolvimento de corredores para melhorar esta logística das energias, entre outros aspectos. Eu gostaria que saíssemos mesmo com algo que pudesse ser útil, principalmente naquilo que diz respeito ao conteúdo local, a regulamentação. São áreas que encontro-me mais de 16 anos a trabalhar nelas e preocupo mesmo que a gente possa sair daqui com... Então, para a clareza disto, gostaria de perceber como é que as equipas estarão divididas. Estamos a falar do setor privado, estamos a falar dos investidores, estamos a falar dos outros parceiros, como é que isto vai ser fácil de identificar e como é que será a minha primeira vez neste evento e gostaria de saber do Ricardo como é que vocês pretendem organizar isto para que de facto a gente possa sair de lá com coisas concretas. Obrigado.
Okay, obrigado. Maybe I will just quickly sum up the question in English. Please feel free to correct me if I miss something. But thank you very much for the question. Kalishtu's question was started by first saying, you know, how do we actually make sure that we leave from the screen to concrete actions and concrete projects, and how is it structured? How is the event structured? Is the first time he's attending the event. He has a special interest in logistical corridors, but also local content, as well as capacity building, and therefore, how is it structured? How do we meet investors, other private sector, government? How is this going to be structured? And how do we actually move from just the discussions to practice or concrete projects? Yeah. So the event will happen on the 11th and the 12th of June, and we will soon indicate the location, but it will be in Maputo. Okay, so we hope to see you all of there physically and present on the day of the meeting, and it will be at a conference facility here in Maputo. The way it works is that the platform is the key. Right? The platform allows you, and the platform, I've just also checked now, and I've just been talking to the team. I think it will be useful now, you know, in the next few minutes when we're doing just after Q&A, that we show you how the platform actually looks like, right? So we will show you how the platform look like, and the platform actually already has AI integrated into it. So you are able to very quickly identify who are investors, who is private company, who is government. So the platform allows you to do that, right? On the day the teams are there, everything happens, the fact that everything happens in the same place is quite useful. Yes, there are 3 different rooms. There is a big room with the big stage where everyone will be first sitting at. Obviously, you know, we all register, so we all have our badges and so on, which also say what company you're from and so on. But we will all be for the opening session. We will all be sitting in the same place, and then we will have the smaller meeting rooms that can have business-to-business meetings or business-to-government meetings, which these are now bilateral meetings, but also have sessions where EDM, which is the utility, will present their priority projects. FUNAI will then present their priority projects, and HCB and Pandamkua will also present their priority projects. With regards to local content, we don't have a local content specific session because, again, it was just one day, otherwise we would run out of time. But we have asked, and you have seen me here also discussing with the participants, that the reason we also want all of this has already been presented in Brussels to be presented here is to exactly to offer opportunity to the private sector. So you can already hear in the presentations that we will highlight where private sector in Mozambique and private sector can be involved. Okay, so that's something that we are actively doing because it is one of the main objectives of having this conference. It is integrated, as I've mentioned, and it happens on the 9th and 10th of June within the Mozambican Economic Business Forum. And this forum is a partnership. It's a Global Glade partnership. It's a very much a focus also of bringing European companies to meet with Mozambican private sector. On the 11th, which is RENMOZ, it's mostly about you. It's mostly about Mozambican private sector and how you can be integrated in all of these projects. Okay, so the teams are going to be there in terms of the logistical support. We are there to support you. If you want to meet someone, I think the platforms are very useful, and you will see it now. They're very well structured. But I also leave this open invitation that on the day, if there is someone that you want to meet and for some reason you haven't been able to find the person, reach out to us. Even before, we have a month to go. If you are looking and you tell us, I want to look for investors of this type of investors, or I want to meet EPCs, or send us an email. We can leave all our contacts here. Send us an email and we're very happy to support. We're very happy to also help you navigate the platform. Make sure, because on the day it's important that you're just doing the meetings that you need to do. So all this preparation, we're very happy to support beforehand, okay? So Calixto, to you as well, we will provide all of these contacts. We're leaving here, but do feel free to reach out to us, okay? Thank you for that. I will go on to the next one. I'll read from Donatella Scarpa. Bon dia, thank you for this opportunity. You just register and accept on the gateway. I would like to know better how we can organize the meeting for the 9th and the 10th of June. Okay, so depending on who you want to meet, you can simply go on the platform, look for the people that you want to meet and request a meeting. But now that you are registered, it is very possible that you will also receive requests. So please be checking regularly on the platform. And I'm sure the platform also sends notifications to your email on what you have registered. But just be aware, because you will receive requests for people to meet you, but you can also send requests if you want to meet someone. This is from business to business. For business to government, the slots should be there already, and you can also request the meeting. Ludwig, I see your hand is up. Please go ahead.
Yeah, just to complement your answer and help answering Donatella's questions. So Donatella is saying that she has registered for the 9th and 10th for the Global Gateway Business Forum. Donatella, you need also to register to RENMOZ. As Ricardo explain, it's two different registrations, so you need to register, and you can organize meeting within the context of the Global Gateway Business Forum in the website of the business forum, but you need also to register to the RENMOZ website to be able to organize meeting on the 11th and 12th. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for that clarification, Ludovic. Donatella, if you do also require support to register for RENMOZ, we're very happy to do that. No more questions? Clarifications, concerns? Cannot promise that we're doing our best, so the weather is very good on the day. But I'm glad. Okay, we can send you the link, of course. I see Donatella is requesting for the link. Team, if you can send the link. Thank you. There you have. Okay. All right, then I think it's, if you don't have any more questions, again, all of these links, click on them. You have the website for the associations. We are, as I said, the team is here to support. Please, 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 if you have questions, if you have doubts, reach out. I'm going to then hand over to my colleague, Pedro Clement, who can then close off the webinar. Pedro.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Ricardo. So it's up to me to kind of wrap up this online event. So I think Ricardo described quite well how this edition of the RENMOZ 2026 was redesigned and thought about how can we really drive business to business opportunities, business to government opportunities. So I think the two main things that I would like to just to leave in your minds, so you can really be as excited as possible to participate in Maputo and join us in this event, is on one hand, so this is being organized very closely with the government of Mozambique and also with the different institutions that were actually present here, EDM, FUNAI, Mpandanikua, HCB. So I think there's a really strong engagement, and we are coming from an event in Brussels, RENMOZ in Europe, where these stakeholders were very much engaged and available to talk, discuss, and to address the different opportunities of the sector. And I think this availability and this commitment from these institutions was key for the success in Europe, in the Europe event, and I think it's the key for the success in Maputo. So for sure, I think obviously we are working on, as Ricardo said, having this national briefing where you can really learn and understand the whole business environment in Mozambique. So if you really want to invest, if you want to be part of these projects, you gather the information there. We are also working on having this investment pipeline where you can also find the project investment opportunities that could be interesting for your business and for your company. But sitting on these documents and all of this information that you have available, you will have the opportunity to have meetings, to talk with people, to really discuss these opportunities in more detail. And I think this is the key. This is the key point of this event. It's just not networking. It's moving to deal making. It's just to make these opportunities real for your companies, and really making a really strong push to advance the energy sector in Mozambique. And the second thing that I would like to point out regarding this event is that we are not just looking on the event. We're not just looking for the 10th and 11th or the 9th. We're not looking only for those days that you are going to be in Maputo discussing and getting together. So we have this platform, as it was quite well described before. So we have this platform, and since now, and I'll share the platform because I think it's easier if you can see it. So what I want you to realize is that this platform allows you to start participating at the event right away. So you can visit this platform where you can find here on the right a link to the Mozambique EU Business Forum, where you can register for the 9 and 10, and you have this whole Europe event where we have these embedded institutional sessions on energy, 2 sessions. But for RENMOZ, for the 11 and 12, you have all the information on this link. So you have like a brief summary of the event. You have information, what is our target, what is the purpose of this event, what are the expected participants, what can you expect, what are the main outcomes from RENMOZ 2026, sponsorship packages, if you really like to get more visibility, if you want to associate your company to this event. And obviously here you can find on top, in these buttons, you can find the registration. So this is where you can register for the event and secure your place. So we will have limited capacity. So it's good for you guys to just register right away and secure your place. And then you also have this pipeline of projects. So there's already some information where you can find what are the business opportunities, specific projects from these different institutions. So you can, for example, in EDM, you can get information here about the different projects. You can download this information, analyze it before you go to the event. So it helps you prepare your participation. You have also information about the sponsorships. We'll add more information about program. But the point here is that as soon as you are registered and accepted in the event, you will get access to the other participants. So as soon as you are registered and approved, you will be able to schedule meetings, online meetings with other participants that will be attending, and with these different institutions, EDM, FUNA, and so on. So since this opening event, which is today, so in the upcoming weeks until the event, so you will have online slots where you can already book meetings with other companies, with government institutions. So you can already start preparing your participation, where you can gather more information, where you can discuss more details. So the idea is that starting from now, you can use this platform not only to get information about the event that we will continuously going to provide about the projects, about the program, but you can also get the opportunity to start your meetings right away. So do not wait just to 11th and 12th of June to have these meetings. You can start right now, start your first talks, discussing details, requesting more information. So the idea and my invitation now is register yourself, be part of this platform, even if at this point you're not sure if you're going to be in Maputo. Start, register, do your meetings, get more information, and then you will see, yeah, great, I'm going to Maputo because this is going really, really well. So the idea is that this platform is like a moving and live instrument for everyone to start already engaging and making this event real. So this is how we designed this event. I think we can get as much, we'll provide as much as information as we can. So there will be a lot of updates. And as Ricardo said, as soon as you are registered and accepted, and I just quickly saw the question. So there is no fee. So it's free. The registration is free. So we'll have limited capacity. So please feel free to move now. And the idea is really to use this platform to take the most of this event. So you can really get to Maputo and get these 2 days, be the most productive and most efficient as you can. And as Ricardo said, both Amer and Aller ourselves will be available to clarify, to give more information, to provide any support on you guys working with the platform, getting contacts with different companies, with different entities. So yeah, I think the really key message is that the event starts now. It doesn't start on the 11th or on the 9th, it starts now. And so we really invite you all to engage in this movement. And I think you will see there will be a lot of great opportunities, and our experience with the platform in the event in Europe was excellent. So it was very successful. We had a lot of meetings and it was really, really productive. And I think the idea is to keep up with this momentum, engage with many more companies, also have the Mozambican companies. I think there's a really strong focus on us to also have these opportunities for international companies, European companies, Mozambican companies to get together, find partnerships, find common opportunities. And yeah, I think the whole focus of the event is this. And again, we are very much available and happy to support with any of the questions or doubts that you have. So maybe I just get back to Ricardo to wrap up and maybe to address any other final question that may have come up in the meeting. But as I said, I invite you to join the platform, be part of this movement. And as I said, the event starts now, and let's meet in Maputo.
Thanks, Pedro. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good point. And please, the event is completely free. So if there's no fee for registration, there's no fee for participation. If anyone is charging you anything, do let us know, and please do not pay. But because the event is free, and the only reason we can do the event fee is because we have these wonderful partners in the EU delegation, in the German embassy and German corporation, Annabelle, and also the Swedish government. That is because of these partners that we are able to provide the service. It's also important that you register, because there are limited spaces, right? Because there's no registration fee. We have to manage. We also want to make sure that, so please don't wait until the last minute to register. That's the message. Register now and try and guarantee a spot, because spots are limited. And unfortunately, we can't have everyone available. We are going to have live stream. Again, that's also going to be free of charge, but we want to be able to meet you in person in the room. But if for some reason you can also follow the conference on a live stream. Okay, I don't think there are any more questions, but I'm already so happy to see that there is already connection between, I see George has sent a message to Enedrill from Okra, so this is exactly what we're trying to do here. Okay, now there we do have a question. Ignacio, please go ahead. You're on mute, so we cannot hear you. Please unmute. Okay, there we go.
Yes, thank you. I'll speak in Portuguese. Bom dia. Eu chamo Inácio, represento a Academia Estudos para o Desenvolvimento, que é uma organização não governamental. E em representação da organização, eu subscrevi-me para participar no evento. Entanto, estou um pouco receptivo em relação às datas, porque a inscrição que efetuei era para o evento do dia 9 e 10, mas depois tem o evento do dia 11 e 12. Então, gostava de saber, uma vez ter subscrito na data de 9 e 10, habilito-me a data de 11 e 12? Era isso que gostava de saber. Muito obrigado.
Okay, muito obrigado. I will just quickly translate the question, Ignacio, from the academic world, the Academia of Studies for Development. Question is, he's already registered, and thank you so much, Ignacio, because I think that's a very good question. He's already registered on the platform for 9th and 10th of June for the Mozambican Economic Business Forum. Does he need to register for RENMOZ on the 11th and 12th? And the answer is yes. We do apologize. We know it's 2 registrations, but it is 2 different events. So please do register again, Ignacio. Por favor, registre-se outra vez. The link to register for RENMOZ is on the chat. I've put it again on the chat. That is the link for you to register to RENMOZ. And you do need to register again, okay? So I think that's a very important question, and Ignacio, thank you for bringing that up. And the answer is yes, please do register. If you register for the Economic Business Forum, you are not automatically registered for RENMOZ. And the other way around. So, e talvez dizer isto em português para os outros que também estão. A pergunta do Ignacio foi bastante clara. Já me registrei para dia 9 e 10, tenho que me registrar para dia 11 e 12, sim, por serem eventos diferentes. E o mesmo também é verdade. Se registrou para dia 11 e 12 e quer atender 9 e 10, também tem que se registrar. Portanto, são 2 plataformas, apesar de estarem em seguida, mas são 2 eventos diferentes, em 2 plataformas diferentes e, portanto, por favor, façam um registro para as 2. Ok, estou bastante consciente do tempo, quero agradecer a todos estivemos acho que em algum momento 80, agora temos 78 participantes ainda em linha, muitíssimo obrigado por terem tirado esta hora para estar aqui conosco e aprenderem sobre RENMOZ, so thank you very much for taking this last hour to be here with us and learning about RENMOZ. as Pedro said, we are completely available. Please reach out if you have any questions, if you have any doubts. We're here to support. And the event has already started. I think Pedro has mentioned that a couple of times. The platform's are already operational. Go make use of it, and then we look forward to seeing you on the 9th and 10th from the 9th to the 12th. Sorry, in Maputo, for both the Mozambican Economic Business Forum, but also for RENMOZ. Okay, thank you all very much. Hope you have a great week ahead, and see you soon.